Hi, this is Marcia Kelly. I'm here from bestforbusinesses.com, and today we're going to talk a little bit about Legalzoom and how easy it is to set up an s-corp. When I started my first manufacturing company, I started and I also set up an S corporation. I did it because it was the best protection for our company in terms of we were creating a consumer product and there could be liability issues, and we were recommended to become a subchapter S. Worked out very well for me. Taxation was lower. In fact, one of the things that I wanted to show you was that it was specifically created for small business owners by our Congress. It offers you the best of the C corporation, the ability to issue shares and stocks to any investors that you may bring on board, any partners. It's very popular. It has become amongst the most popular entity, but I loved how it saved me lower overall taxes. Now, that does not mean lower than an LLC. It means lower than a standard C corporation because the taxation is passed through to the owners so that you're not getting double taxation. And that's specifically why it was set up. So let's go on over here to actually setting up our S-corp. It's terrifically easy. When I did it for my manufacturing company, it cost me thousands of dollars. I think it was like $4,000 or $5,000. It took forever. It was really complicated. I had to go to the attorney's office, etc., etc. I love how simple it is. One of the things I want to bring you on my site is ways that as an entrepreneur you can get started faster and started making money faster in your new business. So here it asks me where my state is. Pick your home state. There's very little advantage with the Delaware Corporation. I know you've heard that. We'll talk about it another time, but all in all, it's very small advantage. And it's a lot more. You have to get a registered agent in the state. It costs you more. I'm going to suggest you just stick with your own state. I promise you it's going to save you money and be easier in the long run. So I picked my state, and now it's going to ask me for my name of my corporation. This does not have to be your corporation. This does not have to be your brand name, forgive me. It does not have to be your brand name. So you can set up your S-Chapter Corp before you have decided on your final company name, your final store name, or your final product name. This is a name that's going to be for legal purposes, for banking purposes. It does not have to be the sign on your door. So I encourage people, don't wait until you're 100% sure of your business name. That's going to take a little bit longer time. I understand that. So get started with a nice generic name. I put in Marcia Kelly Services. They're going to ask me for some other ones. How about we call it Kelly Services New York, right? And here's another one, Services. I mean, these are obviously very silly names, but that doesn't matter because this is a corporate name. It's going to ask me for my email address. That's fine. It wants me to save my work. Okay, I'll create a password, and we're just going to close all that. We don't need that now. Okay, we're going to continue. Probably recognizes my IP. That's true. Okay, we'll just say existing customer. Let me stop for a second. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that pop-up that came up. Okay, so here we are. It's now telling me, they're asking if I want to obtain my S corporation status with the IRS, and do I want a tax identification number? The answer is yes and yes. I'm going to save and continue. It's asking me some basic things such as my address, which I will quickly fill out. And this is a street address. You want to make sure of that. Don't use a post office box if you can possibly help it. It's okay to have your home address. No one's going to come there. This is just specifically for the IRS and your tax basis. A registered agent is a person who's going to accept documents, accept any court cases, accept any filings, notifications from the state. I do suggest that you choose them as your registered agent. Okay. They're asking how many shares of stock do I want. I'm going to choose 1,000 to start. This is the price of each stock. That's fine. This will all change later. When is my fiscal year? I like to start at the beginning of the year, January 1st. You can have it differently. It's asking me if I want to have minutes manager. I'm going to say no. It's helping you manage state compliant corporate minutes. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say yes because I think it is going to help me. You need to have minutes from your board of directors to show that you're an active corporation, and this will help it. You don't have to have big formal meetings. It's just to say that you've had a meeting and that you have reviewed the various compliant minutes, and this will help you do it. And I like that it's $69 a year. Wonderful. It's going to keep me in compliance, keep me out of trouble. I love it. Okay, and here we're going to go with the directors of the corporation. I'm going to stop for a second and fill this out. Okay, we're back. I filled out that I'm the director. I put myself in the director. I put Tim Trujillo as the treasurer, and I can be the secretary. You could also be everything. That's fine. I'm just showing you the process here. Okay. Now at this point, it's going to ask you for stockholders. I'm going to say that I'm the stockholder. I'm going to hold all the stock at this time. You could decide that you want to give a certain amount of stocks to whoever. And you could say that I put $1,000 in. You don't actually have to do this. You just need to put some amount in here, okay? You don't have to have the money. You don't have to give it to anybody. It's just to put it in there, okay? I can put my address here again. I'm sorry, this is taking me a few moments, but you're going to do the same thing, and you're going to see that it just takes a few seconds. Let me put my state in, okay? Okay. And we're going to save and continue. They're asking me who's going to be the IRS contact. I'm going to fill that in as myself. Okay, we're back. It asked me now about filling out for the IRS contact, and I filled in my own name. It also asked me for my social security number. You're going to need to put that in. You're going to need to make sure it's the correct one. It's specifically for taxation purposes, so it is safe with LegalZoom. Go ahead and put that in. I put mine in. The question here, will the corporation operate under a trade name which is different from its legal name? And I'm going to say yes, because my store name is going to be very different than Marcia Kelly Services. And do I intend to hire any employees in the next 12 months? Yes. Okay, saving and continuing. I'm almost there. The trade name, this is the name that is your company name. It doesn't have to be 100% exact. I know how things are, okay? We're very busy. We're not sure if we're going to add an S on the name, et cetera, et cetera. Put in your very best guess, and that is just fine, okay? I'm going to say that I'm going to start paying wages in 2018. Okay, actually 2018 is fine. I'll say and again, any of these dates are not set in stone. It's more important that you put the application in, and when it comes to tax time, your accountant and so forth will help you make any adjustments in your filings. That's fine. Estimate the number of employees. I think we'll just say that we're going to have 10 employees. Again, it's estimates. It's not illegal. Although this is a legal document, you're not telling the government you are promising to. You're just giving them a sense of what you're going to do. Do I expect to have $1,000 or less in employed? Yes. Okay. Does your corporation own a vehicle that's bigger than 55,000 pounds? No. Will your corporation operate a casino? No. Does your corporation need to find the federal excise tax? It's not common, so no. Does your business make or sell output? No. Okay. What are you doing? Okay. In my case, I'm consulting. Save and continue. I guess what I want to keep saying is don't fret over the answers to these. Just answer them the best you know how and proceed. Do you provide companies? Yes. Okay. What kind of thing? I have marketing consulting. Okay, great. Save and continue. Now, if I tomorrow decide to do some other kinds of consulting, that's okay. As long as I pay my taxes, the government is not going to decide that I told you marketing consultant and I really did financial consulting. Okay, fine. This is a compliance package. I do suggest that you go with one of these. I'm going to pick the basics now. It makes sure that you filed all the proper paperwork. You don't have to. You could say no thanks, and you can do your own compliance. Although for $300, I find it so much easier. There's documents, there's forms. I just love that they handle it. It makes it a lot easier. Okay, and I also at this time can buy legal protection, which I bought this. This is the $31 a month plan. I love that I can just pick up the phone and call an attorney at any time. I find I have questions. I have questions about collections. What can I say in a collection letter? I have questions about contracts. What can I put in a contract? I have questions about contracts people want me to sign. So I usually say yes on this. I've already purchased it before, but you may be doing it first time here. Okay. You also can choose business licenses at this point, okay? And it's only $74, so I'm going to choose that also. It's going to check my state and my type of business for what I need, okay? It's telling me I need a sales tax. I'm going to go through this, fill it out. It's going to fill my sales tax. It's going to fill out my any other kind of certificate of authority. It's going to take care of all that. At the end of this, I'm going to just press yes, pay, and all of that is in process. That is a huge this took months in the past, months and months and months, and a ton of confusion, and also a ton of time. As an entrepreneur, time is your most precious asset, and your brain power is limited and needs to be focused on things that make you money, such as sales processes, sales systems, marketing plans. So go ahead, press the button here. Go ahead and pay, and in 15 minutes, your S-corp is underway. You've got all your compliance, all your business licenses, and you're ready to launch. So this is my review and recommendation of Legalzoom for your S-corporation. Good luck, and I'll see you on the blog. Thank you.